One take, no cuts, pure, uninterrupted storytelling. Netflix's Adolescence isn't just a hit because of its gripping plot. It's a masterclass in framing and composition. But how do you make every shot count when there's nowhere to hide? Let's break down the cinematic brilliance of this one-take wonder. So if you've been anywhere on the internet lately and you haven't heard about the show Adolescence, let me give you a quick breakdown. This is a 4-episode British crime drama that premiered in March of 2025. It tells the story of Jamie Miller, a 13-year-old boy accused of murdering his classmate.
I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder.
Now, the magic of the show is that every episode is filmed in one single take. The director yells action, the episode rolls, each averaging about 60 minutes long, and the action cuts. That's your episode. No editing required. Shooting a film or a show in a single take is rare. It means no room for error. Every move, angle, and transition has to be perfectly choreographed, from actors to boom mic operators to the flow of the camera. But Adolescence doesn't just film in one take. It masters cinematography, using framing and composition techniques that shine and help tell the story. The show frequently uses leading lines, door frames, hallways, and staircases to subtly direct our attention, creating a sense of depth and guiding the viewer's eyes through the scene. Remember, the camera person has to follow all of the action, hitting every mark while also creating visually appealing shots. Despite the constant motion of the camera, Adolescence maintains impeccable composition. Characters are often positioned using rule of thirds, creating balance and leaving negative space for visual storytelling. This helps to create distance between characters in some scenes and brings them together in others.
I'm sorry, son.
POV and over-the-shoulder shots pull us into the characters' experiences, making the single take feel even more personal. You really do feel like you're living in this world when you're watching this show. You kind of become one with the scene, with the environment, and with the story, as though you're standing there actually watching it take place. It actually feels more theater than it does cinema.
You kind of feel like you're in a theater space more than a TV space. Once the train starts moving, no one can stop it.
The actors get no breaks to study their lines. One mistake, and it's back to square one. The stakes feel really high, and because of that, it's so much more impressive to behold. In one-take cinematography, camera movement is composition. Notice how the camera smoothly glides around characters, creating new frames mid-shot. Take this scene, for example. The entire chunk of the episode takes place in a vehicle, and yet the camera operator is able to create multiple shots to keep interest throughout the scene. In a number of scenes, the camera's passed from gimbal to drone and back, allowing for a mix of handheld, steady, and aerial shots. This is truly incredible. Not only is it amazing from a technical standpoint, but it does something that most one-take scenes or shows or movies don't. It allows the cinematography of the piece to take on different camera styles. So for example, it's not always a handheld look. There are scenes that feel static as though they're filmed on a tripod. There are scenes that do have that jittery handheld look. And then there's also stunning aerial shots, which are only possible from a drone. And it's these technical handoffs that they have to choreograph and plan and work into the acting of the scene that make this all possible. There's so many people and so many steps involved. It's really, really mind-blowing to watch. And because there are no cuts, each framing choice carries that much more weight. Intimate close-ups feel raw and unfiltered. Wide shots emphasize the vulnerability of characters in their environment. The composition makes the emotions feel inescapable in a show where the emotions are so heavy and so serious. The camera person also has to choose who to focus the frame on. Many times the framing will stay isolated on a character who's listening in a scene, letting the viewer understand how they're receiving information that they're being told. With one-take cinematography, you don't have the option to go back and forth between speaker and listener when you're editing. What you see is what you get. You're stuck with whatever shot you have. So you need to choose whether you're gonna isolate the shot on the speaker or the listener at any one time. Adolescence proves that the one-take style is more than just a gimmick. It's a powerful tool for storytelling.
as they were telling the story through the camera. It was really thrilling.
I think if anything can force us to look at a subject that we don't want to look at, it's a one shot, because you really are forced to watch it. There's no break from it.
Through dynamic framing, precise composition, and seamless movement, the show draws us into its world, making every scene feel authentic and alive. I highly recommend this show to all TV viewers, but particularly if you're into filmmaking and cinematography, you must watch Adolescence. And if you did watch it, let me know in the comments what you thought about the cinematography or really anything about the show. I was totally blown away, and I've been recommending it to everyone, but I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want more videos like this breaking down television shows and movies and talking about their cinematography, let me know. Thanks for watching, and we'll check you back in the next one.